What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Super excited for the first video of 2025, and my goodness, what an incredible year we just had in 2024, and we got so much in store for this year. But I wanted to kick this off Q&A style with just addressing some questions that some of my members, followers have had about trading, life, business, etc. So let's jump into some questions. So the first question that we have here is from my guy, Joshua Meeks. He's actually one of our akashx members. Been doing crazy stuff on his personal account. He actually had a crazy account flip. So shout out to Josh for applying my strategy and all the stuff that we've been teaching via our private mentorship program on akashx. But his question right here was, what's a good time frame to trade in and also to analyze in? Now that's a question that we get a lot as traders, is understanding what time frame to be looking at for entries, for analyzing trends. For me, I'm somebody that applies something called top-down analysis. And essentially all that really means is we want to get a bigger view of the market from the overall higher time frames, such as the 4-hour, daily, and weekly, so we can kind of see where we're at in a major trend, where are some of those key levels. But really I like to execute on something like the 5-minute, 15-minute time frame, because our entry criteria for our Liberty strategy, for those that know, if you know, you know, with Liberty we like to enter off the smaller time frames just to have the execution be very precise. We want to try to get in with little to no drawdown as much as possible on our NAS trades. So again, we got to start on the higher time frames, see a bigger picture of where we're at in price, and then once we start getting to our entry criteria as far as our strategy, we want to dip down to the smaller time frames to look for those patterns and those signature scenarios where we can go ahead and jump into that trade. Now for question number 2, we have one from ya boy Virus on YouTube that says, hey Rich, can you do a reversal trade breakdown? Now as far as me actually breaking down certain trade scenarios, you guys can refer to some of these other YouTube videos where I've shown some trade analysis, but really via our private mentorship program and our live sessions on akashx is where I actually show myself looking at NAS 100 every single day, Monday through Friday, looking for those entries. And yes, the reversal strategy is one that is really become one of my favorites for Liberty, and it's something that I teach, pretty much every single day. So please, if you're not tapped into akashx, and this goes for anybody else watching this video as well, you guys can hit the links in the description, lock in a full year for $999, and it includes a 200K funded challenge account. That's only good until January 15th. So we only got a few days left to take advantage of that insane promo. So again, hit the link in the description, tap in with akashx so you can learn my reversal strategy in depth today. So we got another question here talking about traveling. So 2024, we had been to Paris, Switzerland, Cabo. I mean, I can't even remember half the places, Dubai. It was just the most action-packed year, touring, going on vacays with family, just honestly living life. Is really the best year I've ever had as far as travel. And so the question here we have is, what are the travel plans? Where are we going for 2025? We are actually going to be in London, UK in about a week from now, right? So we're January 11th, next weekend, we will be in London for our Road to Unite convention. And that's gonna be later in October in Atlanta. So we got Atlanta booked for October. We got London in about a week from now. Now some bucket list stuff that we have cooking up is gonna be Japan. So I'm actually really looking to push for Japan as like one of those crazy like couples trips that I'll do with Marianne. Definitely gotta hit New York because Liberty's been popping off. Gotta go see the Statue of Liberty, get some content in person there. And we also have another trip booked, which is gonna be a cruise that's gonna go through pretty much all of Europe. So Italy, Barcelona, France, just tagging in all that. So we got a lot already cooked up as far as Europe. Yeah, really a lot of Euro touring. We got probably Canada. Toronto has been booming with Liberty as well and akashx. And really the business as far as akashx has exploded in the last 6 months. So I already know we're probably going to do a whole United States tour. So far we already got, my goodness, like 4 or 5 countries probably planned out. And that's before any of the business stuff has even really, been come out planned, etc. So it's probably gonna be just as busy, if not a busier year travel wise. So I'm excited for it, obviously. So looking forward to all of those trips, and make sure that you guys stay tuned on the channel, because if you know, we always drop the Smart Money Dumb Views vlogs. You guys can check out some of the prior vlogs that we have done there. Again, the latest one was Dubai. We're gonna shoot one now for this London experience, right? So we will be busy with the vlogs for travel for sure. So we got another question here that is very simple. It's, what is liberty? So you may have heard me talk about this on the channel. I obviously do not teach this specific strategy for free on YouTube. This is exclusively for the private mentorship students. But essentially, liberty is the strategy that I've created for trading NAS 100 from a day trading perspective. Monday through Friday, we're finding setups, if not once, multiple times a day, Monday through Friday. And what I love about it is that it's a very simple strategy. You see, I've been teaching now for several years, and I always, came with the background of smart money concepts. And to be quite honest with you guys, a lot of people can't pick up smart money concepts at all. And if the ones that do, it takes them a really long time. It's not easy, right? And trading is something that is difficult, but we found a way to create an entry strategy that really takes the guessing work and all of the studying that's necessary to master the markets and just dumb it down to a level where we're having insane testimonials. I mean, day after day, I've been getting messages over the past, I'd say 6 months plus, from people in their first 30 days trading, first 90 days trading, all under a year, that have been able to get payouts, past prop firms, finding consistency, and really just having the confidence and clarity to take trades. Because again, the strategy is so simple. We have two models, a breakout and a fake out model for trading NAS 100. During New York session mainly, I even have some of the Euro squad taking some trades during London. So if you guys want to get that exclusive strategy, again, make sure you tap into the private mentorship. All right, so for the next question, this is actually a really, really solid question. They asked, we seen that akashx just exploded in the last year. What changed? I'm going to say it's really two main things that changed or that took place in order for us to have the massive growth that we did. So for those that don't know, I've been educating for a platform called akashx within My Daily Choice. It's a network marketing company that offers a couple of different, well, a lot of different products. And the thing that we really focus on is obviously trading. And when we came into it, shout out to Matthew Thayer, aka Matty Pips, one of the GOATs in this industry. He's the one that really came in with the vision of being able to create a platform to help people just win at trading. So not a new concept under the sun, but at the end of the day, it's all about the people in place that can make that actually happen and not just talk about it. So when it came to akashx, I think, again, number one, the reason why we blew up was that the people that created this thing from day one, people like Matthew, people like Joel, people like Brent, myself, these are people that stuck it through the harder times, right? There was times where akashx did not even have 1,000 members. We weren't really making a lot of money in the business overall, but we understood that if you build it, the people will come. If you're able to give good trades, give value, eventually the people are going to come around. And so we stuck it out. That was number one, is you guys got to be able to stick it out through the winters in business. It's not always going to be higher highs. Sometimes it's going to be lower highs, right? And you have to be able to see the vision that the day is going to come when the momentum hits, when the people come, and things just start popping off. Which leads us to the second thing, which is attracting heavy hitters, right? We had people like Ali Saleh and Joey Wilson step into the business. Now, these are just two names, right? There's so many people that contribute to making akashx what it was. But I can sit here and say that these two guys brought in so many heavy hitters as far as leaders, fresh energy into the business, really just, the right energy, the right type of values, the right type of ethics. And that's really all it took, right? Again, us staying down, 10 toes down during the winter, until the heavy hitters came in and really brought the momentum, brought the new energy. And that's it, man. It's really that simple in business, but the hardest part is getting past number one, right? Being able to stick it through the winter. Now, at the end of the day, if we don't have the value, it's not going to work, right? And this goes to anybody that's watching this that's also in trading or network marketing or any business model that you have. from the beginning, we knew that we had something special when it came to the educators we had on board, the industry that we were tapping into. Everybody wants to trade, right? But when we had the tech like tap to trade, when we had the good traders, it was just a matter of time, right? So sticking it out and then having the right people come in at the right time after the winter's over, that can shift everything. And for the last question, what was your biggest takeaway from 2024? Now, when it comes to last year, there were so many things that I learned or that I applied, and I think that's why we had the best year that we've ever had. Again, business-wise, financially, everything, right? And I think the number one thing I could say is betting on yourself, going all in on you. Because obviously you got to have some type of level of self-confidence to even get into trading, stick to trading, making it happen, teaching other people. But this year is really where I doubled down on something called personal branding, right? Starting the YouTube channel. We have all of our, Telegram channels, websites, just me believing in me. Because prior to that, didn't really have a real website, didn't really have a YouTube channel, didn't even really put myself out there probably as much as I could have. And all of you out there that are looking to, become an influence, somebody that's looking to give value, become an entrepreneur, you have to go through a long season or multiple seasons of building yourself, right? Whether that's books, audios, going to, events and conventions and seminars, and just doing whatever you can to invest into yourself so that you can learn to communicate better, to think differently, to have more self-confidence, to just have something that you're learning as far as skill sets and belief systems that you can go out there and teach to the world to help other people have increase in their life, right? So I had to finally realize, like, man, I've already put in so many years of reading, again, doing all those different things that built me. Like, what am I going to give to the world now, right? And for you to do that, you have to be marketable. You have to get out there. People have to find out who you are. So whoever's watching this right now, maybe you've been in the trenches doing the dirty work, getting your hands dirty, like doing whatever you got to do to invest into yourself and to learn some skills. But you got to get in front of people, right? You got to start that YouTube. You got to start putting yourself in front of the public eye as much as possible, because at the end of the day, attention is the best currency. It's the number one way you're going to get paid is attention. And it's crazy because I actually went during holidays, Christmas, New Year's, back home to Miami. And in Miami, I swear it's like impossible to not bump into people from your past. And I ran into multiple people that I've known, whether it was through work or just, hanging around from being in the city, even students of mine from the past that were in other companies and whatever the case is. And it just showed me like, wow, people start to recognize you, start to be like, telling you like, oh, wow, I see like how much you've leveled up, how much you've changed, how much you've been doing. That's so great to see. And sometimes we get tunnel vision, right, about all the stuff that we've been accomplishing or that we've been doing or improving on. And it's just refreshing to know that, again, when you double down on yourself, when you bet on yourself to win, is when the best things happen to you. So again, to go back home and to have people kind of just tell you like, wow, I've seen how much you've done since you left Miami to go to Texas, and you've had your hiatus, right? Past ventures didn't work out. You lost everything, had to start from scratch, and to see where you're at now, it's the inspiration that we're looking for. And so, guys, again, in 2025, apply the same concepts, right? Believe in yourself, build something of value that you can give to the world, and just go all in on personal branding. Well, that about does it for today's Q&A. I had a lot of fun answering some of these questions from all of you guys. Thank you so much for subbing. We're about closing in on our first 1,000 subscribers. I already know that goal is going to be smashed very, very soon. But stay tuned. We got the London vlog coming very, very soon. We'll be out there in about a week. So the vlog should be up in the next several weeks. But until then, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications so you never miss another video from me. And with that said, have a great day, and let's run it up.